Hello, welcome everybody. This is Mohammed Nagmaldeen, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant from Multidimensional Immigration Consultancy Corp. It's my pleasure to shoot this video from my office based in Cairo, Egypt, with Nile River view. And today we will be talking about something that I find most of the clients looking for, and they didn't understand how that works, which is the work permit, and what's the relation between the work permits, LMIA, and how the whole process works. So we will talk about that, trying to explain to you how that works as well. So, as I told all of you, I decided to make this video to explain how getting a job offer works in Canada. Most of clients are confused between I just need to work and that's it. So Canada is not a Gulf region that you will just give it a job offer and visa and get on the board to the plane and come to Canada to work. Some of them are looking for that for adding points to their immigration pathway. So I will explain that in details. If I have an employer and approach my office to get an overseas foreign worker, so the first thing that we need to apply for LMIA, which is the Labor Market Impact Assessment. And the reason for that the government of Canada try to protect Canadians and permanent residents. So the employer need to prove to the government through putting the ad, recruitment people, meeting the people, and make the interviews that he did not find a Canadian or a permanent resident to fill the required position. There is a lot of details for that, if the position is a high wage or a low wage, and there is a plans if it is a high wage, how you will replace that as well by a Canadian. So even if you are bringing a high wage position, you need to replace it by a Canadian at certain point. So what you will do as that as well. I will not go to that much details, but I just need to give you guys a brief that the Labor Market Impact Assessment needs to be a positive letter. A positive letter means that it shows that the employer need a worker to fill the job, and there is no Canadian worker available to fill that position. This is what we call the positive LMIA. And even when the clients talk to me, no, I have Googled this website of the government and British Columbia, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, whatever the province, you can name it, they don't need, it says no LMIA. I agree, that's true. That the provincial nominee programs that has on-demand lists or has any certain job, it says you need a job offer, no LMIA required. But what they mean that there is no LMIA procedures, which is a federal procedures. However, the employer needs to prove that he attempted to hire people locally and he did not find that. So it has a certain procedure. It's not called LMIA by name, but it is there. Even for the clients contact us regarding the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Project. Again, even in the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Project, they need to prove, the employer need to prove that employer attempt to hire local. All these programs are designed to help employers to build the economy, not to help people outside Canada. The main intention is to help the employers. So the intention of the government is to help the employers to fill the required position. But first of all, they need to prove that they did not find a Canadian worker to fill the position. So my personal advice, and it's totally up to you guys, if you are looking for that, like looking to the Gulf as an expatriate, it's not the proper way to do that. If you are looking to that to help you in the immigration process, you may be waiting for a year or so looking for that. And guess what? You are losing points on your age. You are losing time, you're losing points. Maybe your profile will be expired and you have to create a new one, which is still a time-consuming one as well. So my advice to you, if you are looking for that, contact us and we may help. Now, there is some professions that can work in Canada without LMIA, but you need to know them. If this applies to you, that's fine. The workers under international agreement with Canada like the North America Trade Agreement, some bilateral agreements between Canada and some countries. Yes, you don't need an LMIA. Workers, your spouses, if you're working in Canada and your spouse is here, she can get a work permit as well. Spouses of the NOx 0 A and B, foreign workers with work permits as well. Entrepreneurs, workers transferred with their company, the International Experience Class or International Experience Canada, the spouse of a full-time but shouldn't be for the English as a second language or general courses, refugee claimant, they get an open work permit until the hearing is done, religious workers, co-op students. These people can work and can have a work permit without an LMA. Another classes of people that also stipulated in the regulations that can work but without a work permit even. One of them, which is the famous for all of you guys, the student. You can work for 20 hours during the study, 40 hours a week out of the study. But also there is a lot that can work without a work permit. The work permit exemptions applies to academic examiners, evaluators, athletes, coaches competing in Canada, aviation or accident and incidents investigators, civil aviation inspectors, clergy, the religion guys, crew members, emergency service providers, expert witness or investigators, the public speakers, if they are coming to visit Canada for only up to 5 days, yes, they don't need a work permit. If more than that they need. The business visitors of the North America Trade Agreement, the judges, referees, similar officials for any international competitions, healthcare students, if they are coming overseas for an internship which is less than 4 months. Within a written approval only, they can do that as well. So this is in general. The list is a lot, but you need to contact us to be sure that it applies to you. However, my advice to you guys again, because I have been seeing people that lose points and we're just waiting for a job offer. Don't wait for that. Unless you have unparalleled competencies that no one can find in Canada, you can compete in that, you can prove that, you have a special knowledge. Yes, at that point, yeah, you can go for that. Other than that, work for another alternatives to open for yourself an immigration pathway to Canada. And if you want to do so, just contact us. It's very simple. Drop us an email, info@mdic.ca, give us a call, and definitely we'll be more than happy to help you out. My regards.